So business, just to be clear, is actually an entire category on Amazon. Where's that little bastard gone? Where you can just sell things in the business to business people. Where have they put that? Electronics, computer, office. Office, here we go. Computers, office and school supplies. There you go. So, if it's the case, just to be clear on the question, if it's the case that what is the best software to do product research for the business product category on Amazon, the answer to that is it's the same tools we use to do research on all of Amazon. There is no specific tool just for the business category on Amazon, just as there's no specific tools just for the health and beauty, health and personal care, baby categories, blah, blah, blah. So there is no specific tools just for those, okay? Now, the apps that I use, so the software that I use, 3 pieces of software. I use Merchant Words. You guys know Merchant Words. George is awesome. I use Jungle Scout. Jungle Scout, great little piece of kit, really good piece of software, use that a lot. And I also use Helium 10 as well. So they are the 3 softwares that I use. Now, why 3? Well, turns out that each of those 3 pieces of software relies upon a different strategy to guesstimate the number of searches per month for any given keyword. So because of that, I use all 3 of them. Now, that is potentially, you could argue, and I think well argue as well, overkill. However, I just want to tell you what I do. So I use all 3. And it's important to say as well that they all guess. They all are guessing. The only people who've got the actual data is Amazon. That's the only people who've got the data. Every other software, regardless of what they say to you, they are guessing, because the only people with the data is Amazon. Everybody else takes an educated guess, all right? So you have to take it with a pinch, or a liberal pinch of salt. And that's why I use 3. And what I tend to do, and I'll tell you as well that they give wildly different estimates of product searches per month. Wildly different product search estimates. It's crazy to see. Who's right, who's wrong? Well, it depends on the product category. Some are closer in one category, some are closer in another category, blah, 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 blah. So there is no right answer to that. So what I do is I take an average of the 3 and I use that for my average to see what's going on. That I have found is the best I can get to. Now, having said that, there is a way to get the data using brand analytics. You can actually get approximate data on searches that are being done on Amazon. So if you are registered for brand registry, which requires you to have a trademark and then register your trademark with Amazon, pretty simple process to do, other than the waiting time to get your trademark. Once you've done that, you get access to something called brand analytics, which gives you the data. It gives you a data range between 0 and 1,000, 1001 to 2000, 2001 to 3000, etc., etc., for any given search term. So you get to see within a narrow field how many searches per month are done for an exact match search term, which is kind of cool. So there's that to add to that little piece of the puzzle. But given that most folks who are on the call tonight are not brand registered, then that, I think, is going to be the best way to do it, is to take it with a liberal grain of salt, and to know that oftentimes as well, searches that are being done on Amazon, you're much better off going for searches which are very, very high buyer intent, rather than searches that show very, very, what's an example of this? So desk tidy, for instance. Let's just choose that. Desk tidy could be somebody who's just looking for different ideas, and look at all the different things. You've got plastic desk tidies, you've got drawers that look like a piano, you've got these wire mesh things, you've got all sorts of crazy stuff in here. You've got these tiny little things like that. So who knows what the person who types in desk tidy is actually specifically looking for? Who knows? Only they know. But the person who types in something like wire mesh desk tidy, well, now we're getting more certain about what they are actually looking for. So the search terms you use to make your decisions about your products are very, very important. And I have come a cropper myself by having search terms that are too broad, and it's not until you start digging down into the data that you realize you're going at a too broad a search term. So wire mesh desk tidy is a much better, if you're actually selling a wire mesh desk tidy, that's a much better thing to go do the research on, if that makes sense, Donna. Hope that helps. Merchant Words, Jungle Scouts, and third, Helium 10. Merchant Words, Jungle Scout, Helium 10. That's the three that I use, and again, I use those three because they all use a different strategy to get their guesstimates for search data. Okay, that's why I use those three. Regardless of what they tell you, it's a guess. I've actually seen, not mentioning no names, no, I won't mention his name. Somebody who claims to have the actual data from Amazon to show, which is guaranteed to be, and it's just bullshit. It's honestly bullshit. So far from the truth. Anyway, whatever. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.